Welcome to day 2 of the Fit to Lead Recovery Challenge. I'm Teresa Holdsworth.
And I'm Tyler Fedak.
Today we're going to continue up the chain and we're going to do recovery releases for the quadricep, which is the front of the thigh, and also the IT band, but actually we're going to call it more the Vastus Lateralis because that's the muscle that we're going to try to release. So what you need today for your releases, if you have a foam roller, you're going to follow Tyler. Otherwise, if you have maybe at home a rolling pin or a massage stick, you're going to follow me. And the reason why I'm going to show the option with the massage stick is sometimes people's quads or the area underneath their IT band is really, really tender. So if it's really, really tender, you may want to apply your pressure from above by using the massage stick or the rolling pin. But we'll get Tyler set up first because he takes a little bit longer to set up. You're going to lay down on the roller with your right leg, and it's just above the knee. So you always want to position your roller so that it's perpendicular to the muscle. Okay, he's in a plank position. If he needed a little bit more support, he could take a second roller or something cylinder, put it underneath of his ribs so that he can rest on that. So we're going to do 4 rolls followed by 4 knee bends if you're using the roller. If you're following me, we're going to roll the roller pin or the massage stick up our leg. Okay, so always remember to breathe. And here we go. So we're going to roll just to the middle of the thigh. We're going to break this into 2 zones. And then we're going to go back down to the knee. Good. Take a breath in, 2, 3, 4, and down. So we're going to do 4 of these rolls to get blood flow to the area. Again, you want to go slow and put as much compression in, especially if you're applying it from above like I am. And then 1 more, we're going to hold it in the middle of that thigh or that zone. If you're doing the roller, you're going to follow Tyler and do 4 knee bends if you can. Otherwise, with me, we're going to keep the handles level and we're just going to go up and down doing the cross friction. All right, here we go. Breath in, exhale. Now, if you have a really irritable spot on your quad, might be a trigger point, and if it's too much to hold or to move that leg, you can just take a deep breath for 20 seconds, hold that spot until it releases. You don't have to move it. 1 more, and release. Good. All right. So now we're going to go the second half of the zone. So I'm going to straighten my leg. I'm going to go from the middle to the top of the thigh, as is Tyler. Here we go. Take a breath in, 2, 3, 4, and down. The reason why we want to roll these quads is that on most of us, we have pretty overactive, tight thighs. And then that can lead to the glute not getting a chance to do the work because the front of the leg takes over. And we'll do 1 more. And we're going to hold it in the middle of the zone. If you're on the roller, 4 knee bends. Otherwise, you hold it and take a breath if it's too much. Here we go. Or if you're with me, we're going to go cross friction, cross friction. You're trying to dig in there, trying to take that tissue that might be stuck. That's it. 2 more. How's that feel, Tyler?
Oh, it's feeling good.
I got the easy one. 1 more. Good. And we'll go up and back. Good job. All right, so while he's there, I'm just going to get him to scoot the roller to the other leg, and I'm going to switch other legs as well. So if you got the roller, you're getting into like a plank type position. Your other leg is out to the side like an army crawl. It's just above the knee. We don't want to go on the joint. Okay, good. Get into a good plank on the roller. And if you're got the massage stick, you're going to come straight up the center. Here we go. We're going to roll to the middle, 2, 3, 4, and down. And again, the reason why we divide these muscles into zones, especially if they're long, and go down, is because we want to get as much compression as we can there's about 10 layers of tissue that we're trying to get through. And if I go really fast and really long, I might not get deep. Now we're going to hold it in the middle. If you're on the roller, you're going to do the 4 knee bends, or if it's too much, just hold it and breathe. Here we go. And if you're with me, you're going to go side to side like this. Breath in, exhale. Make sure you're not dipping this way. You're keeping it in the same plane. That's it. We'll do 2 more. Pin and stretch. Probably feel it if you're on the roller like Tyler is. Look at his good form. He's got his head up. Nice. All right. So now we're going to finish off that zone right up to the top. Here we go. Come up and make sure you're staying on the quad, that you're not getting up into the groin at the top there. Okay. And you come up, 2, 3, 4, and back. Again, a quad's very powerful muscle in our body. It can be very bossy though. 2 more, and it can get lots of adhesions. You might also notice you feel a little bumpiness there. There are 4 quad muscles. Let's hold it up at the top here. Tyler's going to do the knee bends, and I'm going to do the cross frictions. Here we go. So don't be alarmed. You've got the muscles in the quad, the 4 muscles doing different things, so it will feel like the layers when you go over it, a little bumpy. 2 more. Breath in, exhale. And with Tyler, you're doing a pin and stretch, and with me, a cross friction. Good. And come up. Nice. All right. So Tyler's going to stay down. We're going to go to the Vastus Lateralis next, which is the outside quad muscle. Some of you might know this as the IT band, which is the fibrous fascia that runs up the side. We're actually going to call it the Vastus Lateralis release because that tissue sticks to the quad muscle. We can't actually change the contractibility of the IT band, but we can try to unadhere it from that muscle, and that's what gives us the problems. So Tyler's laying right on his side into a side plank. He happens to have the luxury of a second roller to help support him, but if you don't need to have that second roller. He can also take his leg in front, the top leg in front, to give a little bit more support if he needs it. It is going to be a little owie perhaps. So I'm using the stick, and we're going to do the same thing, just at the top of the knee to the middle, and then middle up. And it's going to be the same cross frictions and knee bends. Here we go. Up, 2, 3, 4. So make sure you're on the side, and down, 2, 3, 4. You might find it tender down by the knee. Any tenderness down by that knee, Tyler?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and down. And this is a prime example why we have Tyler using the roller, and I didn't go. We'll do 1 more here in the middle, and I'm going to do the cross frictions. He's going to do the knee bends. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Now we're going to go a little bit higher up to the second zone. Okay. And he's got the 4 rolls, and I'm going to do the 4 rolls here. And I'm going to come up to the just top of the thigh and down. So this is why I chose to use the stick as your second option and not the lacrosse ball or tennis ball, because those items are actually smaller and would go even deeper than what Tyler has with that roller. And I'm going to say that he's going to admit that that likely feels good enough. And if it was any more depth to it, it would really hurt. Here comes the 4 knee bends, and here comes the cross friction side to side. Breath in, exhale, side, and we'll do 1 more. Good. All right, let's go to the other side. We'll be glad when this one's done. But again, it's really, really important to do this because, like I said, this overactive muscle can inhibit my glute from working. All right, so Tyler's on the side. Here we go with the rolls. 1, 2, and then down, 2. And same as before, if those knee bends on the pin and stretch that Tyler's doing, if it's too sore, then you just hold it for about 20 seconds and breathe through it. And up, and we'll go cross frictions and knee bends. Is it possible to have a tool that is too hard for a muscle? Absolutely. So if it's too painful, then the muscle will actually contract. It won't release. So you want to make sure that you can feel it, but it's not super sore. And let's go into the rolls. Here we go. Up, 2, down, 2. We're unsticking, hopefully, that IT band from the Vastus Lateralis, and down. This will be good for our hips and our knee. And up. And one more, hold it here, and he's got the knee bends, and I've got the cross frictions. Or, like I said, you can hold it if it's too tender. 2 more. And last one. Perfect. Thank you so much for joining us for day 2, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow.